What is going on, everyone? I am back here with another unboxing video, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Nikon D5500 DSLR camera. This is the kit version of the camera that comes with the 18-140 VR lens. You can also pick this up with the 18-55, as well as just the body of the camera by itself. So you have three options, as well as two different color variations. So the color I got here is black, and you can also pick it up in red, which actually I don't prefer the red. To me it looks kind of unprofessional and kind of toy-like, but some people may like that. But me personally, I like a black because it just kind of makes it look more professional and everything like that. So the price of this particular version is $1,000, or $99.99, or $999 rather, and it is currently on sale for that price. The original price is $1,500, which is quite expensive actually. But yeah, it is currently on sale right now with a $400 to $500 savings, I believe. So if you want this camera, now would be the time to pick it up, because it is actually a really, really good deal. So yeah, let's go ahead and, with further ado, get into this. So let's take a look at the box. So of course, here's the top, demonstrating of what the camera is and what type of lens you got. Here's this side here. Then you got this side here, again showing the camera, and then on the back shows you the package contents. And then the bottom has nothing but blank. So let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we got. Also, I purchased this straight from Nikon, I should mention, from the Nikon website, and it did have free shipping, so that added to the great deal of this camera. So okay, on top we get the instruction manuals. I don't need to open that because you guys already know what that is. Kind of quick start guide and all that. And then we have the warranty guide, or warranty cards rather. 5-year protection plan, warranty, all that good stuff. So pretty basic. Let's open up this. And here is where all of the goodies are at. So let's start with the accessories. First thing we have here is the USB cable, which you use to excuse me, transfer pictures and video from the camera to your computer without needing to take the memory card out. Then we have an AV cable, which allows you to connect the camera up to a television set. Now, it does not come with HDMI, unfortunately. So this is basic standard definition output. So really, this cable has no use to anyone that uses an HD TV, because I mean, it doesn't give you the HD quality that the camera can produce. So I would recommend picking up a mini HDMI cable if you are going to be doing that. Okay, next up we have the included strap. So you have a Nikon strap that goes onto the camera, which is always nice to have. It's really, really nice that Nikon includes the strap in there, so you don't have to purchase it separately. Right here, we got the battery charger. Take that out. And we have a little important safety guide. But here's the battery charger. This is, Nikon calls it the quick charger. And the little wall plug flips out like so. And you plug it in, and there you go. And the battery slides into this section here. And then you have some indicator lights. Camera's not wanting to focus. Let's see if I can get it there. Alright. So you have a charge and end indicator lights, letting you know what status you're in. And then lastly, down here, at the very bottom, we have the battery, which is a 1,230 milliamp battery, 7.2 volt. So actually, the battery has quite a significant amount of power charge in it. I'm lost for words there, but it's pretty good for the type of battery. But I do recommend picking up an external battery, or a spare, so just in case you're out and about shooting, and you need to change out your battery. It's always good to have a second one on hand if that happens. So let's go ahead and take the camera body out now. Take a look at this and see what we got going on here. Alright. Alright, so here is the Nikon D5500 camera body. Let's go and refocus on this. Camera's being very stubborn today. There we go. Okay, so there is what the front of it looks like. Actually, this camera, or this DSLR, is very, very small compared to others that I've seen. So Nikon has done very, very well with the smallness form factor of this. Very nice. And you have all your buttons over here. So we'll get to all that in just a second. So let me go ahead and pull out the lens now. And like I said, this is the 18-140 VR lens, which has a 7.8x zoom range. So you get a pretty decent amount of zoom with this particular lens. So here it is. You got the nice zoom slider. As you can see, it has quite nice reach. It does come with a lens cap on both the front and the back, as well as the body comes with a cap as well to prevent dust. But as you see here, it is a DX format. Also, that's the thing to note, the D5500 is a DX format camera, so it is not a full frame camera. Full frames are quite more expensive than a DX crop sensor camera. But anyway, yes, it is a DX, and it is a AFS Nikon 18-140 with an aperture range of 3.5 to 5.6. So essentially, throughout the zoom range, it will change the aperture. So it is not a fixed aperture lens, unfortunately. So essentially, what a variable aperture lens does is when you're zoomed all the way in at 18 millimeter, your aperture will be a minimum of 3.5. Now, then when you zoom all the way out to 140, the aperture will be a minimum of 5.6. So you will not be able to go any lower than 5.6 when you're zoomed out to 140, which is kind of unfortunate. I am one that prefers fixed aperture lenses, but this will have to do. And it does have a focus ring as well, so you can manually adjust the focus to wherever you would like. And then you have a couple of switches here, one for manual focus and one for auto. And then the second one is for VR on or off, which is very nice. And then you have the little white dot to line up to the camera body when you're going to attach it. So that's pretty cool there. Let's actually put it like that. Alright, so let's get back to the camera body itself and take a look at everything we got on here. So, refocus, okay. So we have a 3.2 inch touchscreen LCD display, as you can see here. Pretty wide screen, it's got high resolution, and also it is a rotating display, so you can see you could rotate it to multiple different angles depending on your needs, and it clips back into place like so. Okay, so right here we have the menu button, the eyepiece with a pre-installed rubber cap or rubber little mount on it to make it more comfortable for your eye. Then we have the eyepiece viewfinder adjuster, which adjusts the focus of the viewfinder depending on if you wear glasses or anything like that. You can adjust it to be to what you need. We have the info button, the auto exposure lock, and the auto focus lock button, which is actually a really, really useful thing. I'll get in depth with that in another video. And then we have the little spinning wheel to adjust ISO, aperture, and shutter speeds. We have the picture preview button, the info button, which is highly useful when you're navigating the operating system to change settings. So the info button is going to be a button that's going to be quite used a lot. And then we have the directional button, or directional pad rather, up, down, left, right, and then an OK button in the middle. We have a zoom in and out. Not for the lens, this is for when you're viewing or previewing pictures. And then we have the trash button and a little LED indicator to let you know what status the camera is in. And then a little rubber grip for your thumb, which is nice. Okay, on top we have the hot shoe mount to put flash accessories and anything like that onto. We have stereo microphones, so you get left and right audio, which is really, really nice. And it does have a built-in speaker, which I'm not too sure where that's at. I believe it's over on this side. Then we have the little dial to change mode. So you have auto, scene, program, shutter priority, aperture priority, manual, effects, and no flash mode. Then we have the live view toggle, so you can flip this and it'll go from live view. And then we have the video recording button, the on-off switch, shutter button, the exposure compensation, rather, right here. And then also this button doubles as a shutter speed button. So if you hold this button down while spinning the dial here, it will adjust the shutter speed to what you would need. Okay, on this side, we have, and it does have Wi-Fi built in, I forgot to mention, so you can easily transfer pictures to your smart device for easy sharing, which is really, really nice. See if I can get this open. I don't really have the longest fingernails. All right, so then we have a little flap right here, so you could put your accessory port for shutter release cables and all that. We have a microphone input and the USB output there. Okay, then we have a little mount right here for the strap to go on. And then we have a function button right here, which is user programmable, so you can essentially program that button to whatever you would like. If you want it to be an ISO change button or an aperture button or anything like that, you can easily do that with a simple push of that button there. And then above that we have the flash button. When you push that, the flash will pop up. On the front we have the lens opening, which is currently covered by a cap, which I'm not going to open because I do not want to get any dust inside there currently. And then we have a button right here on the right side of the lens opening to release the lens when you want to swap out lenses. And then right here we have a little LED indicator light, which is essentially for focusing the camera in low light situations. And then we have a very, very nice grip on this side here, which has a very nice texture to it actually. And then in the middle of the grip, it's hard to see, right there you have an IR blaster for wireless accessories. And then on this side we have a little door right there for a mini HDMI cable. And then right here you have to push it out and over. This would be your SD card slot, and you can support a wide range of SD cards actually. It supports SDHC, SDXC, UHS-1, so it supports pretty much all of the major types of SD cards, which is really, really nice. And then on the bottom we have our tripod mount and the battery door. So if I can get that open. Alright, there we go. So this is where you would input or insert the battery when you're wanting to do that. And then I forgot to also mention, right here above the eyepiece is a little sensor which detects when your face is near the viewfinder. And what that essentially does is it will turn off the display when you're looking through the viewfinder, so your face doesn't put any sporadic input when using that. So that's actually a really nice feature of the D5500 that the 5300 did not have, because of course it didn't have a touchscreen. So that is basically all of the buttons that we have on this camera. So I will be making another video, a more in-depth video, going over all of these settings, features, and everything like that. Essentially, that will be my in-depth review, so stay tuned for that video. I'll be covering lens quality, picture quality, video quality, different settings that I will be using, what all these different mode dial options do, and when to use them, and everything like that. So stay tuned for that video. It'll be coming here with the next few weeks, once I get kind of used to the camera and have kind of had time to play around with it. So that is pretty much it of this unboxing video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down there. It's much appreciated and helps out the channel quite a lot. Also, hit that like button down there as well. That lets me know that you guys are enjoying my videos and stuff like that. And also, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that, leave those in the section below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. But like I said, it may take me some time to get back to some of your questions, as I do need time to kind of play around with the camera and get used to where everything is and how to use certain functions and features. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video once again, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.